Hello and welcome to Nagaland TV. You are watching Nagaland TV English Prime Time. I am Chipen Kung. Let's take a look at the top stories for now. Sevatal executive meeting organized at Dimapur on Thursday by Nagaland Pradesh Congress Sevatal. Meeting held to strengthen Sevatal, promote peace and harmony among citizens and exterminate RSS's divisive games. Prime Minister Modi arrives in Washington, D.C. for his visit to the United States of America. During his visit, Modi to address the UN General Assembly and hold a bilateral meet with U.S. President Joe Biden. And now the news in details. Prohibitory orders under Section 144 and 141 Criminal Procedure Code were imposed in parts of Wokha town amid apprehension and reports of intimidations and clashes on Wednesday. Wokha District Magistrate Orenteng Lota issued the prohibitory orders in order to maintain the peace and tranquility of the town. According to sources, the Wokha Town Baptist Church and 3 other independent churches have created law and order problems in certain areas of Wokha town. However, movement of magistrates on duty, police, security forces and medical services will be exempted. A culmination program commemorating the 75th anniversary of India's independence in recognition of the successful completion of PMKSY WDC Batch 5 and 6 project was organized by the Department of Land Resources Peran at the Women Welfare Organization Conference Hall, Chaluki on Wednesday. Furthermore, SDO Peran acknowledged the department and the project stakeholders for successful completion of the program. Nagaland Pradesh Congress Sevadal organized the executive meeting at Congress Bhawan, Dimapur on Thursday. The meeting was held to strengthen Sevadal in Nagaland and to put an end to RSS's divisive games and promote peace and harmony among people in the country. The meeting also focused on nation organization and leadership building. All India Congress was the chief organizer of the event. Chief guest for the event was Lalji Desai and Nilokusa, National Secretary, All India Congress, Sevadal, Chandan Boroa, National Secretary, Northeast in charge, and Rajesh Kumar Sethi, Chairman, Minority Cell, Nagaland Congress Pradesh Committee, spoke during the meeting. Meeting was chaired by K. Azor Rako.
I came here to review Sevadal organization, also strengthen the Sevadal for a future, because we, as a Sevadal, we are focusing on nation building and service to the people of India, and also organization building and leadership development. The way in which RSS is destroying our the culture of India and also idea of India, so they are dividing our people in the name of religion, caste, or a region or a language. We don't want them to divide our nation. So that's why, uniting India to have a brotherhood concept, sisterhood concept, we are, as in Sevadali, we decided that wherever the RSS spread the poison, we will remove that poison and we'll have a love and faith in Indian people. And so that's why we are strengthening Sevadal. The way in which RSS is creating communal violence in Hindus and Muslims, when election comes, they always talk about Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, something else issues, Khalistan, Pakistan, and they always talk about Ali and Bali and Mandir and Masjid. They said, you are playing with the emotions of the Indian people. You are playing emotional card. Let's talk about idea of India, where people are talking about the safety and security of the women and the girl child. Our girls and women should not be harassed or raped by the BJP people. We are here to discuss about that. Let's talk about the people's agenda. And what is people's agenda? People's agenda is having a good education system, to having a nice healthcare system, the way in which the people of India, they died during the corona systems, like Modi and Shah, they were not able to control. And in fact, I would say they brought the coronavirus in India while inviting Trump in a stadium in Ahmedabad. So the nation has a different role. The Shashak, the governor, the people in the governance, they have a different role. They should talk about the education system, health systems, employment, farmers issue, and also the security of the people. So that's why we are now strengthening Sevadal to fight against the fascist forces.
SDG Coordination Center, Department of Planning and Coordination organized a district-level workshop on building capacities for taking forward sustainable development goals. The program was held on 22nd September 2021 at Planning Conference Hall, DC Kohima. In his speech, stated that SDGs were adopted by all United Nations member states in 2015 as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity by 2030. District Planning Officer Budusul Luho said that Nagaland State is also engaged in the process of SDG integration and localization since 2018 with its Sustainable Development Goals Coordination Center under the Planning and Coordination Department. Luho said that SDGs is a new policy to most of the departments and encouraged to look forward with coordination to understand the main concept of SDG. The main objectives of the workshop was to sensitize all the district-level officials for taking forward SDGs and develop understanding of the SDGs. The Energy and Resources Institute, in collaboration with Dizu Valley Biodiversity Conservation and Livelihood Network, Zunabuto, organized the one-day first Farmers Market Meet 2021 on Wednesday. The meeting was organized at the Town Hall, Zunabuto, with the special focus on traditional agriculture. The special guest of the meeting was the Deputy Commissioner Zunabuto, Peter Lichamo. While speaking at the program, DC Zunabuto appreciated the organizers for successfully materializing the project and by holding such event. Furthermore, he also thanked the farmers for making themselves available with abundant products and encouraged them to continue with the traditional agriculture farming. Nagaland celebrated the third anniversary of APPMJAY at Hotel Viver Kohima on Wednesday. Minister Health and Family Welfare Pangnu Pom said that Nagaland was among the first states to implement the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Arogya Yojana. APPMJAY was started on 23rd September 2018. Pom stated that ABPMJAY was the biggest public health scheme in the world with about 2.33 lakh families enrolled as beneficiaries. The scheme has benefited many families in Nagaland and other states in India. 20,000 hospitalizations have been undertaken and 26 crores worth hospital claims have been paid. 2.26 lakhs e-card have been issued to individuals.
Almost 2.33 lakhs households, which is a great achievement within 3 years' time. That is almost 60% of the total population targeted in the state. Also, our state is the first state to implement health benefit package, which includes organ transplant, means kidney transplant packages, and it will be probably implemented from this year onwards. At present, there are 1,664 treatment procedures available under 26 specialists, which is widely availed by the needy people. The scheme has immensely helped beneficiary families from Nagaland who have availed the scheme's benefits either in Nagaland or in other states of the country. Since the introduction of this scheme, about 20,000 above population have been hospitalizations undertaken, and their expenses claimed by the beneficiaries worth around more than 25 crores have already been paid in our state to the beneficiaries. E-card has been issued to more than 2.6 lakhs individuals, and reaching more than
Deputy Commissioner of Mon on Monday handed over 25 desktops to Wang Hao Government College. Meanwhile, the remaining 25 desktops would be distributed among government schools and health units. It is to be mentioned that the desktops have been donated by Mindtree Foundation based in Bengaluru, which aims to make a deep and lasting impact on education, employment and creating a better world for the people with disabilities. Furthermore, the DC Mon conveyed his gratitude to the Mindtree Foundation for the donation and requested them for their continued support to upgrade the education infrastructure in the district. A special fortnight immunization drive for children from 1 to 2 years of age who missed out on their routine immunization due to COVID-19 pandemic may now get it done from their nearest health facilities. As reported, the Department of Health and Family Welfare Nagaland will be holding the immunization drive from September 20 to 30 in all the health facilities, and which will be free of cost as well. Dr. Ridu Tur, State Immunization Officer, has requested all parents to avail this opportunity to vaccinate their child against vaccine-preventable disease. As schools reopened for classes 11 and 12 in Little Flower Higher Secondary School, Kohima, Nltv had a word with Principal Sister Lucy Kangmai, FMA. She expressed with Nltv that it has been 2 weeks after schools for classes 11 and 12 have reopened. Classes are monitored by maintaining full SOPs and everything is going well with teachers and students. The school authority is also ready to open classes for classes 5 to 10 following government orders. Principal Lucy also shared that Little Flower Higher Secondary School would be the first school to use a particular app for online classes called Parents Alarm app. This also means that they are getting ready for third wave of pandemic, for they do not want the students to get any educational failure.
Welcome to Nltv. Somanulawas. Aji de Nltv ton Kohima de aina je LFS School Little Flower Higher Secondary School aina je aro amin lot Tana Principal Sister Lucy Kangmai aina je to tailot huta hudi una amin idu tan school start hodo recently start huise to idu start wina tan ita idu SOP thanu kina ja je teachers lectures student than kina manage una ja si du huta hudi una jawo idu individual. Welcome to Nltv, Sister. Sister, can you please tell us about the SOP maintenance, the classes and all, the going, the teachers, students, and management of the classroom and all? Can you please?
We have started the class already 2 weeks now, and since we are also abiding by the rules of the government of SOP, we are not calling all the 11 and 12 at the same time. So we call alternate days, one day 11, another day 12. Today we are having class 11, and we have a smaller room. So what we do, we open up the two rooms into one. So all the 40 students can be seated 1, 2 far away. And the teachers also, they come according only those who have classes. And class 10 and below, they are having online as usual. So far it is okay, except 1 or 2 are absent. Very good attendance. All the students are eager to come, and I was also very happy to be with them. And they are really attentive in the class. And we could see now hundreds of them are there, but we could hear that, so much of silence in the school because they are really attending. We can only hear the sound of the teachers, yeah.
Okay, then, sister, what about the vaccinated teachers? Are they vaccinated, both dose or one dose?
Most of the teachers, 80% are already vaccinated with the second dose, but around 20 of them are yet. Only 3 teachers are not vaccinated. They have come with the negative report because of the medical advice by the doctor. They are told to wait because of that. That is the reason.
And sister, as we have know that government is going to allow the below class 10 classes from next month in the urban area. So what are the plans and the ideas to function for that also in your particular school?
Okay. So we are happy that government is giving us this option. I'm sure the teachers, my teachers are very happy. And we are planning to have like a half-half because my school students are big in number. Some classes are in 60, some 55, 59. So we will be calling half of the students so that like 50% will be allowed. And of course, it will be a problem for the teachers. They have to repeat the same lesson for 2 days. So we will have alternate days. Row number 1 to 30 Monday, 31 to 60 Tuesday. Like that, there will be alternative. But I'm pretty sure parents will be very happy. And of course, the teachers are more comfortable with the offline classes. And students, I'm sure, they're excited to come back. In fact, rather, even today, even the parents are coming and asking that they want to come back. So that is a good sign. We are happy for that. This is the simple plan that we are making to have alternate days.
And sister, can you tell us about the online classes that has been going on and it will be going on if just in case the third wave comes? What are the future plans for the school authority to look after the student parents? Can you please say something about that?
So far, we are using this Google Meet and the Google Form for the exam and the Google Classroom for the notes sharing and also the video that is sharing. We have a school YouTube channel through which we are communicating with the students and also the school website. But we are not so satisfied with the free version because me as a principal is not so easy for me to follow them up. How far, and I will not be able to enter easily in the classroom. So in order to prepare for this, maybe continuation of this online, we do not know how we're going to be for the third wave, as you mentioned. So we have
Former governor of Nagaland and current governor of Tamil Nadu, Arun Ravi, resigned as the interlocutor for the Naga peace talks on Wednesday. He was handling the Naga peace talks process for the last couple of years. A Ministry of Home Affairs spokesperson said Ravi's resignation was accepted with immediate effect. Furthermore, former Intelligence Bureau Special Director Akshayak Mishra is currently handling the peace talks unofficially. However, government officials familiar with the development said Mishra's name as interlocutor will be made formal soon through a notification. Mishra has already been advising the center on the matters of Northeast since his retirement in June this year. The press release issued by the Dimapur District Volleyball Association that any individual or organization wanting to organize a tournament must acquire prior permission from the association did not go down well with the people of Nagaland, with many taking to social media to criticize the association. Nltv caught up with the association on Thursday, during which Vice President Nltv clarified that the association's press statement. Iyer stated that the press release issued following the association's meeting on 28 August might be misunderstood by some. He further stated that the decision was adopted to promote the youth who are in the sport. Our reporter Aram Achumi will give us more insights into the issue.
DDSC Stadium aro Dimapur District Volleyball Association laga office ta aina ase. Ami ankile eta issue kole to ami sob jana ase tahan bra Dimapur District Volleyball Association khan bra ekta press release dia tatela opor ba social media sobte ekdom backlash pa ase tahan bishi. To itu lok khobor de ami han aji yete tahan la Vice President aro General Secretary lok khota ko bole aina ase. Welcome sir.
Good morning.
To itu apni han bra itu press release dia biside man ichado তাতে লিখিনি আছে এছ'চিয়েশ্যন নহ'লে ক্লাবছ কোন হ'লে বি ডিমাপুৰ দে উইথিন দ্য ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্ট ভলীবল টুৰ্ণামেণ্টটো অৰ্গেনাইজ কৰিব ক'লেতো আপুনি সেনেকৈ পাৰ্মিশ্যন নহ'লে বি এডভান্স বা কৈ দিবি কোনে নটিচ এইটো লিখি দিয়া বেছিতে মহান ইচ্ছা দেখিব পাইছে 2 দিন 3 দিন হৈছে ছ'চিয়েল মিডিয়াতে ইমান আপুনি বেকলেছ পাই আছে মানুহৰ খুচি নাপা দেখাই দিন আছে তো এইটোৰ ওপৰতে আপুনি কিবা কৈ দিব মন আছে
আমি লগা নাম এন লানো আইয়াৰ আছে আৰু ডিমাপুৰ ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্ট ভলীবল এছ'চিয়েশ্যন দিয়ে আমি ভাইচ প্ৰেচিডেণ্ট আছে আজি নাগালেণ্ড টিভি কা নাই কিনে আমি কাৰণ লগত ইণ্টাৰভিউ লোৱাটো বেছি থেংকছ আৰু প্ৰেছ ৰিলিজ লগা ইছ্যুটো একদম বেয়া বেয়া চাই আছে এইটো নিমিত্তে আমি ক্লেৰিফিকেশ্যন এটা দিবলৈ মন আছে আমি কাৰণ ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্ট ভলীবল এছ'চিয়েশ্যন কাৰণ 28 September de new team gan August de new team gan meeting ikta thagisi edo hoina ami gan Dimapur district de volleyball association gan under the club gan aro organization kunuba thagisi bole edo gan ami gan logot information dibo lage permission lobo lage aro dolido registered koribo lage edo kwa dolido আমি গান লগা ভাৱনা দলিতো আহি বুলি তিন কাৰণে ইউথ কান আগিদি লৈ যাব নিমিদি এইটো কৰা আছে ইয়াতে অলপ মিছ আণ্ডাৰষ্টেণ্ডিং পাই আছে আমি গান লগা প্ৰেছ ৰিলিজ টিভি নবুংজি কেনাবি থাকিব কিন্তু এইটো লগা চব আজি একবাৰ ক্লেৰিফিকেশ্যন ভাল পৰা দিবলৈ মন আছে কেলে আমি গান এইটো দিছে গৈছে গ'লে ডিমাপুৰ ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্টে খালি ভলীবল এছ'চিয়েশ্যনেই নহয় Dimapur Football Association, Cricket Association, Basketball Association, Sevak Takraw, sob kiman sports ase sob association khole gena ase aru yate amigan office pe ase alag alag association laga aru TSO district sports officer laga office pe ase yate etish to kile amigan edu tisi kole judi amigan organization kunuba bra nole club kunuba bra tournament nikta organize kore ase to arubi na jani gana yadi Dimapur district volleyball association gan bra bi ekta trophy organize korishi tani ole jodi do edu tuida clash bi hoi jay aru edu time di players kan bi ebali khelibo na enika confusion bi hoi jay edu nimidi edu kan sob understanding থাকিব আৰু মেইন দু ডিমাপুৰ দি ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্ট এছ'চিয়েশ্যন ভলীবল এছ'চিয়েশ্যন গান থাকি কিনা ৰিপ্ৰেজেণ্টেশ্যন আমি গান ৰিপ্ৰেজেণ্ট কৰিবলৈ কহিমাত হ'ল নাগালেণ্ড ভলীবল ট্ৰফি একটা আছে নহ'লে দুসৰা জেগা একটা দি যাবলৈ আছে এনেকুৱা কৰিলে মানেতো আমি গান চিলেকশ্যন একটা বি ল'বলৈ মন আছে এইটো নিমিত্তে Dimapur District Volleyball Association bra ekta family volleyball lovers kan ekta family banai gina ekta platform banai gina ahi boli tin garni youth kan agidi loi jabo khali likha pura taka pura nohoy sports dibi beshi employ koriboli laga jaga ase ami kan educated unemployed kan eman problem ase edo obore sports kan bi enika ekubi কি লাগা সাইড বৰাবে ইনি মদত পি নবা কিন্তু পাৰাদাক তো একটা ফ্যামিলি কৰি কিনা থাকি শিকলি যদি তো আমি গান মিলি গানা আহি বুলি দিন কাৰণে কিবা ভাল একটা তো খৰি যাব নাকি এনেকা ভাৱনা পৰাই এইটো খৰা আছে তাদি একো সিন্ডিকেট বি নাই তাদি একো আমি গান পইচা খাবলৈ বি নাই আৰু পাৰমিশন লোৱা নিমিতে আপোনাৰ গান পইচা ল'বলৈ লগা কথা নহয় কিন্তু আমি গান মিলি গানা কোন গান বৰা কোন অৰ্গেনাইজেশ্যন বৰা হলি মানিবি কোন ক্লাব বৰা হলি মানিবি এইটো ভাল বৰা ভলীবল তো ট্ৰফি হবি কি হবি এইটো ভাল বৰা খেলি যাব নিমিদি আমি গান এইটো ৰিলিজ দিয়া আছে ঐ
তো আমি নিচা দেখি লৈছে ডিমাপুৰ ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্ট ভলীবল এছ'চিয়েশ্যন খান বৰা ইমান ভাল বৰা তাহানা ভাৱনা বি কৈ দিছে এইটো তাহানা প্ৰেছ ৰিলিজ ওপৰতে তো এনেকুৱা খবৰ কাৰণে আৰু আগে দিবি কি খবৰ আহিব আপডেটছ খান দি থাকিব এইটো কাৰণে আপুনি চাই থাকিবি নাগালেণ্ড টিভি মই আৰু মাচিমি উইথ কেমেৰা পাৰ্চন বেনাংছনা ফৰ NLTV আজি মই ইয়াতে
The Deputy Director of Horticulture, Meya Shahi, stated in a hand-holding training for Kiwi under Mission Organic Value Chain Development for Northeastern Region that Nagaland has potential in Kiwi production. He further stated that the companies from larger Kiwi producing countries have expressed interest in Kiwi exports from the state during their off-season. Meya Shahi also said that the expansion of production with a target of 10,000 hectares is being projected. Kiwi production in the state is highest in Peg, Zinbuto and Kohima district and is being introduced in other districts as well. It has been known that this year the projected production in Kohima for Kiwi stands at 59 hectares with 563 tons. Prime Minister Modi will announce the nationwide rollout of Pradhan Mantri Digital Health Mission on September 27. The officials on Wednesday said that Pradhan Mantri Digital Health Mission will support universal health coverage in an efficient, accessible, inclusive, affordable and safe manner through the provision of a wide range of data, information and infrastructure services. The officials further informed that the digital health ID provided to people under the PMDHM will contain the health record of the citizen. Furthermore, the health ID card is created with details like Aadhaar and mobile number for generating unique ID for each individual. Two people were killed and 3 others sustained major and minor injuries in a blast that took place in a firecracker godown in Bangalore on Thursday. The godown is located in New Tarakubet near Royan Circle in the heart of the city. Fire tenders and rescue teams rushed to the site immediately after the blast. As many as 10 two-wheelers and a truck were damaged in the explosion. Reportedly, it is a transport godown, however, illegally crackers are stored. Further investigations are underway in this connection.
ये 2 जने की मौत हुई है और 3 लोग जो पैसर बाइज थे उनको मेजर माइनर इंजरीज आई हैं।
सर, जिस तरह की तीव्रता है, डेंसिटी जो है ब्लास्ट की वो बहुत ज़्यादा लग रही है, तो क्या कंक्लूसिवली आप ये कह पा रहे हैं कि ये क्रैकर ब्लास्ट की है?
हाँ, बिकॉज देयर वाज नो अदर ऑब्जेक्ट एंड अगर जैसे किसी पेट्रोलियम पदार्थ का एक्सप्लोजन होता है तो उनके स्पेसिफिक साइंस होते हैं, जैसे अगर पेट्रोल है या डीजल है या अगर एलपीजी है तो एवरीथिंग हैज़ डिफरेंट साइंस, और एलपीजी है तो एक सिलेंडर का कुछ तो अवशेष मिलना चाहिए जो वहाँ पे है नहीं, तो इसलिए ये किसी पेट्रोलियम फायर से नहीं हुआ है। और जो मटेरियल है वो वेल बर्न्ड है, जिसका मतलब मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली इट इज़ हैविंग इनसाइड ऑक्सीजन ही है उसमें, जैसे नाइट्रेट में होता है जो इन क्रैकर्स में यूज़ होता है।
कुछ क्रैकर्स के बॉक्सेस अभी भी हैं अंदर?
अभी
Prime Minister's Citizens Assistance and Relief in Emergency Situation Fund, a charitable trust under the law, has told Delhi High Court that the trust fund is not a fund of the Government of India and its amount does not go in the Consolidated Fund of India. The submission was made in response to a petition seeking that PM CARES Fund be declared as the state under Article 12 of the Constitution. The plea contends that citizens of the country are aggrieved that a fund set up by the Prime Minister and with trustees like PM and Ministers of Home, Defence and Finance has been declared to be a fund over which there is no government control. According to Secretary Srivastav, said that court the functions in a trust on an honorary basis and that the trust functions with transparency and its funds are audited by an auditor who is a chartered accountant from the panel prepared by the Controller and Auditor General of India. All donations received by the trust are through online payments, checks or demand drafts. The amount received is audited and the expenditure of the trust fund is displayed on the website. The matter was listed on Wednesday but was not taken up. The next date of hearing is September 27. The PM CARES Fund was formed by the Prime Minister of India on March 27, 2020 to extend assistance to the citizens of India in the wake of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. The fund had, however, faced resistance from activists, lawyers and the political parties who had questioned the transparency of the donations. The Chief Justice of India, N.V. Ramana, said that the Supreme Court will set up an expert committee to inquire into the alleged use of Israeli spyware Pegasus for mounting surveillance on Indian citizens. The court on September 13 reserved its order in the case after the union government declined to make public whether its agencies used the Israeli spyware. Also, during the last hearing, the government refused to share any more information on the use of Pegasus by the IT agencies. The bench, which included Justices Suryakant and Himakoli, said that the court will pass an interim order in the next 3-4 days. The Pegasus row erupted on July 18 after an international investigative consortium reported that the phones of Indian ministers, politicians, activists, businessmen and journalists were among the 50,000 that were potentially targeted by Pegasus, Israel company NSO Group phone hacking software. According to the consortium, Pegasus can switch on a target's phone camera and microphone, as well as access data on the device, effectively turning a phone into a pocket spy. The Confederation of Indian Industry organizes two-day virtual global linkages summit titled Mystic South on the theme towards an USD 1.5 trillion economy by 2025 from today through a virtual platform. According to a CII release, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu inaugurated the summit that denotes the desire of South India to enhance its share to the nation's GDP in the coming years. Through 29 sessions and around 24 hours of content, the summit has a lineup of around 120 speakers representing manufacturing services, media and entertainment, family businesses, next generation diaspora, sports and exclusive sessions for pitching of southern states. T.D. Ashok, Chairman CII Mystic South 2021, said that the objective of the Mystic South Summit is to convey hope, positivity and showcase, promote and highlight the holistic strength of South India as an ideal destination for trade, commerce and investments.
If enabling conditions for competitive business and gainful work opportunities are created. I'm happy the governments in southern states, they're focusing their attention on this and then provide opportunities for ease of doing business. Urbanization is a big strength, the fifth point, of the south region, which should be leveraged. We also see agriculture as one of the top 3 opportunities for the region to flourish. Speakers before me have spoken at length on how South India has wonderful beaches, hilly terrains, some of the oldest and beautiful places of worship. Health tourism, India is becoming a health tourist hub, and particularly South India. How we are going to build on them will determine the holistic growth pattern of the region, all this which I have listed. Entrepreneurship.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi reached Washington on Tuesday morning at 3:30 a.m. at the Joint Base Andrews Air Base in Washington, D.C. Prime Minister Modi was received by Indians living in the U.S. who welcomed him by waving the Indian flag on Thursday. He is scheduled to meet U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris at the Eisenhower Executive Office building, then meet the CEOs of 5 major companies. He will then have separate meetings with the Prime Ministers of Australia and Japan. Furthermore, Modi will hold the first in-person bilateral talks with U.S. President Joe Biden at the White House on Friday, followed by the Quad Leaders Summit. Prime Minister Modi will then address the 76th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York on Saturday. A scandal involving the NEET medical entrance examination saw an attempt to use proxies to clear the test, and payments of Rs 50 lakh per candidate has been unearthed. This happened over an uproar over suicides by students crushed by their results. The CBI sources have charged a Maharashtra-based coaching center RK Education Career Guidance and its director Parimal got baliwar, and several students were scammed, aiding that candidates were charged as much as Rs 50 lakh, assuring admission in the government medical colleges. The investigation has revealed that the parents of desirous candidates were asked to deposit post-dated checks of the agreed amount and original mark sheets of the candidates for class 10 and 12 as security, which the coaching center would return after releasing the agreed amount, which is up to Rs 50 lakh. In regard to this, Tamil Nadu passed a new bill to stop need-based admission to medical courses. It would, however, only take effect after a sign-off by President Ramnath Kovind, since it challenges a central law. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching Nagaland TV.
Welcome to St. Joseph University, where our vision is to learn, discover, create, and innovate. Our university comes with a state-of-the-art infrastructure where we offer chemistry lab, an engineering lab, life science lab, physics lab, zoology fieldwork, and many more. Come and be part of one of the leading universities in the Northeast.